my name is Crystal. This is my third year on year one. This is my first official day at school. It's a staff development day. We have one on Friday, and which is considered week one. We have one next week on week 2, and then on Tuesday, kids will come to school for their first day of whatever grade they're in. So I just got to school. I got actually about 20 minutes ago. I got here early. I was aiming to get here at 7:30. I ended up getting here about 7:52, which is actually still pretty good for me. I woke up and I was just so tired because last night I went to bed late, and then also I was trying to get my Fitbit to work because I haven't had it on all holidays, and I turned it on to charge yesterday, and then I went to the date said December 25th, and then I went to sync it like a number of times last night, and then it didn't work, kept not working, and when I was playing with it, it just ended up getting so late, and then still didn't work. So anyway, I got to school early. I'm just going to unpack my stuff right now. I was talking to my friends outside, my co-workers, for a little bit. I'm just going to now get all my stuff out of my laptop bag and my big other bag I'm bringing to school now, and then I'll catch up with you soon. I decided to make fluency strips for some of the books that I didn't have. So my highest level is 7.5. All those books did not have fluency strips already on our server or SharePoint, and I ended up making my own because it didn't make sense to have the rest all had strips, but the highest level didn't. So the strips basically each book, each of these books focus on a sound, a phoneme, grapheme, and I made these to match, and I've written the title of each book and they're different colours, so I easily know which one they belong to, and so will the kids. Some of the other ones are they don't have the actual name of the title of the book. They're just by sound, which is a bit more, I don't understand why they just don't do one for each book. But regardless, the higher ones do have it like that, which is better. So I was just putting them all my new ones away inside the books, and then I was putting up my 2 envelopes, permission notes and absent notes, because each year they give us envelopes to put all our stuff in. It takes quite a while to get them, so I've already got them ready. Plus the ones they give us are massive, like the big ones, not massive, but the A4 size, and they're I think yellow orange, which is not a nice colour to me, and it's so big, so I make nice small ones and they look nice and neat there. So yeah. Alright, so we've got set a like a timetable at the end of last year what this today and next Monday will look like. So I'll go through it with you quickly. So 8:15 to 8:45, half an hour is time in classroom, which is always it's required. Like you need it. Like you need time to do stuff, and they don't usually give you too much of that. 8:45 is principal welcome and introduction in library, and then at 9 a.m. we're supposed to have a talk for half an hour about nominating and electing our federation representative and women's contact person, but that's been moved to earlier for people who are actually in the federation. So that half an hour, I'm not sure what's going to happen, we'll see. And then 9:30 is a wellbeing update. I think it's like a PL for an hour. 10:30 is a recess. 11 a.m. is a stage meeting / stage playing, and at 1 p.m. is lunch. 1:30 is completion of mandatory training, which I've already done, thankfully, so I'll just use that time to do my classroom. And then next Monday, I'll just go through it next Monday. So right now, I'm just going to do, it's 8:32. I'll put some stuff away. My desk is a bit of a mess, or my area is a bit of a mess. And I might put 2 posters up quickly. I've got these one which kids will come in the classroom after break and quickly point to which one they're feeling. And then this one just says, it's just a pretty one to say, it's okay to feel your feelings, just to go with it. And for now, and then I'm going to go to the toilet or the bathroom, fill my water bottle up with some cold water, and go to the library and do the principal welcome. So it's 2:25 school technically finishes at 2:45 with the kids, and teachers are allowed to go home half an hour after that, which is at 3:15. But my school doesn't only enforce that, so we can go home earlier, because at the end of the day teachers work so many more hours out of school, and I'd rather go home in my own comfort, my own home, and do stuff like programming, stuff like that. So I've got a program, 4 lessons for maths, 10 lessons. When I say program, okay, because we've got a new syllabus for kindergarten to year 2, so the lessons are written by the Department of Education. We just have to go in there and edit them and modify them to suit our needs, and then make PowerPoints to suit the lessons. So I'm going to do that for 4 lessons for maths, and then 10 lessons for English or writing. And then I also need to do a science program, which I'm not even thinking about at the moment, because I've got to do with other people and haven't spoken to them about it. So my focus is on this weekend is to do maths and writing. And I was doing the whole since I last spoke to you, I've gone to the library, done the instruction speech, not for me, but the principal talking to us, like welcoming us back to the school. We had a wellbeing professional learning session, which ended up taking the other half an hour gap that we had before, and taking like nearly an hour, longer than an hour. And then it was good though. And then we had recess or break, and then we had to go to do programming. Programming was productive mostly. So from that I've got to do writing, maths, and then since the programming's finished, we had lunch, and since then I had lunch. Actually, I did some work and then just had my lunch just then. I have collected a lot of photocopying, so I have collected my, let me show you. Split booklets for the year. I've got 2 at the front that are easier, and I've got the rest are a bit harder or trickier. I should have got that. Did I get? Nope, it doesn't sound like I got the easy one. How did I not get the easy one? I printed off some so they were easier, but I don't seem to have the easier one. So I might have to print off. This is my easier one, harder one. This is my easier one. Okay, it's fine. I'll just photocopy the easier one. That's fine. Alright, so these ones are all the same. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, it's fine. Alright, at the end of last year, I was in charge of split booklets, so I had to organise them all for the rest, for stage 1, so year 1 and 2, and I just wrote a note on this, saying what was required, and I just distributed them in everyone's tote tray. I also distributed all the matrices for homework. I did that today as well. So I've got split booklets. I don't know what that is. Then I've got all of our little learner sheets, like the sound and writes, spells, all in a big pile. I'll show you the pile. Where is it now? I'm so glad I've got them now, so I can organise my literacy groups. So I'll do that a bit later. I binded this quickly, and I printed all this stuff in here. I will show you what I printed really quickly, because I'll show you when I do it for kids. Actually, I'll show you how I organised it. So when I go to the printer and I have a lot of stuff to print, I have it on my computer, I print it all, and then I have a folder like this. And then it's like this. And then I have all binder clips usually along here. I've used some today. And then as I print, I clip. I try 2 to 1 page, so to save paper. So I printed this. It's got a back, double sided to save paper. I printed, I'll get the more actually. My good friend. Italian reporting. Always a good student. Classroom scavenger hunt with, I think it's only find a word, but there obviously it's not. wrinkled heart activity, a data activity, and has on the floor. And now let's put all new clips up here for next time. I'm now going to spend some time organising all my little liner sheets. The big pile I showed you before. Such a big pile. Insert the categories, and then use binder clips because paper clips always get messed up and how do you say it? Caught in each other. So I'm going to do that right now. I just finished putting binder clips on all of these and organising them. I had a co-worker come and ask me, a new co-worker come and ask me some questions, so I wanted to help her out. It is now 3:21. We're going to email somebody out of the building, or out of the school, I should say, I'm American, I say school, out of the school by 4:30 because there's no cleaner. So I'm going to quickly write down which ones of these I want to do in my literacy groups, and then I'm going to make an example answer key for my finder words. I always find them quite tricky. Not always, some of them are quite tricky. I'm going to do that now so they're ready for when I actually have to teach them to my class. And then I'm going to do some stuff around the classroom. Hi everyone, today is Tuesday. It is the first day back with our kids. I have my old kids from last year until lunchtime. After lunch we'll be getting into our new 2023 classes. Yesterday I didn't speak to her at all because I had my sister here with me. Also, it was a really busy day. My sister works with me 3 days a week, so it's a bit difficult to, well, not difficult, but embarrassing to do this in front of her, even though she knows I do it. Yeah. And anyway, so she was here. She doesn't work in my room. She does other stuff in the office, but in the morning and after school she comes to my room when she finishes. Just I'll quickly tell you what we did yesterday. We had a time in classroom from 8:15 to 9 AM. 9 AM we had a central assessment, it's like this website for assessments online at 9 to 9:45 in the library with K2. Then we had stage programming from 9:45 to like 10:40. Then we had recess. Then we had another PL, professional learning session for Words Their Way at 11 till I think 11:30 till 12. Then we had from 12 to 1 stage planning. 1 o'clock we had lunch, and then 1:30 we had time in classrooms, which was basically me printing. I had a whole bunch of stuff to do. I've done it all, most of it, so that's great. Got to school today not as early as I'd like, which is it's okay. I'm ready for my kiddos. This morning we're doing a quick come in, putting the chairs back where they belong, a sharing circle about their holidays. Example like, in the holidays I did, they choose one of their favourite things, and then they're going to do some PBL lessons, which our school's introducing a new, not replacing PBL, positive behaviour for learning, they're adding on to it. So we're going to do go through 3 lessons today for that, so that the whole school's on the same page, like the whole school's doing it at the same time. And then I'm going to give them I'll show you. Alright, I moved it here. This sheet for the next year's teacher. It's nice and cute. One of my co-workers gave me that. Thank you to that person. Alright, the bell's going now. I'm gonna go grab my kids. I might see you later. Hey everyone, today is Wednesday. It's the 1st of February. It's the first official day with our class for the whole day. Guess I only had them for like 30 minutes, which was super fast. So far my class looks like kind of okay. One boy I think was trying to do the gun symbol, was doing this to me. I totally ignored it. That's a weird way of doing it. I totally ignored it, I didn't see it. I'm not gonna promote that kind of behaviour. If I respond to it, he'll probably get doing something that frustrates me. So I just act like I didn't see it, and we'll see how that goes. Apart from that, they seem pretty good so far, but we'll see. First, we're gonna have a sharing circle. We're gonna share. See you later. We're going to a back to school data graph, so each student will get one of these. They'll write their name and so write their emotion and draw their emotion if they're feeling sad, happy, excited and nervous. So we're going to graph it on the board. We're going to answer the following questions, and we're going to do, in that time I want to take photos of them. Then we're going to do a secret code on my PowerPoint. It's also, they can match the code with the symbols. We got the secret code. We're going to do a find someone who to get to know each other. We're going to do our PBL practice promises. We're going to do our wrinkled heart activity, which is a super cute one. It's teaching kids that if they continue to be nice to people or unkind, that you can, when they wrinkle it, when they unwrinkle, they'll say that it's always still never perfect. And then last, at the end of the day, we'll do a good friend and make, I write down in each petal what makes a good friend. And as well as I didn't add, we also have Fit Future Kids, a new thing, a program. Hey, so sorry, today's been all over the place. This morning I had a meeting, a stage meeting, from like 8 to like 8:35. I got here not that much earlier than that, so I couldn't really do much. I was ready for the day anyways, it didn't really matter. I had the meeting, then we came in, first day officially my kids the whole day. So when we first came in, we did mark the roll, or I marked it for the first time, and then we went outside. I reminded them when we line up for before school, after school, not really after school, recess and lunch, when we eat, and when we come back to class, after the bell's gone, we go to lines. I showed them that. And then we came inside to the sharing circle. I'll insert a picture on my slide for that. Basically, each kid said their name, how old they are, and their favourite thing in the holiday that they did. Then we did back to school feelings. Each child got a little, I can show you. A little face. And with their face, I had to colour, draw on it their emotion, either happy, excited, sad, or nervous. Then I had to colour it in, and then to write on the bottom their emotion, feeling. I wrote on the board for spelling. On the back, they wrote the name, and then we collected them, put it on a picture graph on the whiteboard, and then we counted them up, and then we made a column graph out of it on the PowerPoint. I showed them how to colour it in with one colour per column. This is an example of one of them. They were asked to use different colours, but I've noticed a lot of them didn't, so now I have to go more step-by-step instructions. I'm not sure yet. Some are okay, some not the greatest, but that's fine. It's the first day of year 1, which is great, which is fine. Now, my timetable is so, like, I've way overplanned, I think, so I've taken their first day photo, which is great. I used this little piece of paper. Fun little story. It's not really good, but it's kind of funny. One of my co-workers had a girl in my class yesterday afternoon, and then today, like most of the morning, and she thought she was in that class, but she was actually, I was marking her absent thinking she's not here, but she actually was here. So next, I'm going to give some feedback to exec about how we should get given a role from the day that morning, so we know when we come back to our class that we know who actually was away and who was actually here, so there's no missing children. So I've got her back now. I'm going to fix my plans. I want to do the maths data. I want to do how we feel. Sorry, secret code, and then find someone who. And I want to do our PAX promise, which is a behaviour thing, and then a wrinkled heart, and then a good friend craft. But I didn't put sport in there. I'm gonna move let's move this to the afternoon. We're gonna do secret code. We're gonna finish our questions on the side after recess, and then we'll do the secret code and the find someone who. It shouldn't take too long really, so we'll see. I'm gonna write finish. That was weird. Okay. I have to cut that. Alright, I'll this afternoon I've got a meeting, or no, that's not true. We usually have a professional learning session, but it is a you choose this week, which means we get to choose out and do our own mandatory training. I've already done that all, so I've organised to meet with 2 of my co-workers to do our science program, which is due on Friday. I usually like stuff done earlier, but there seem to change circumstances that why I couldn't get done, so that's fine. We'll meet today, and I'm going to meet my AP quickly in the afternoon, 5 minutes, to discuss our writing program quickly. Oh, what happened to my line? Look. And then it's just so much like, it's just hectic, but like it's not that bad. My class are going like pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with how they're going. I've had no real behaviours yet, really. And if I do, I'm gonna nip it in the butt, hopefully. Bottom, don't say butt. I'll have to cut this because I don't know what I'm doing. Right now it's recess. Trying to fix my planner. Oh, they can't go there. No, it's sport. Okay, so I have to move. Okay, I'm gonna move. Find someone who. So after lunch. Okay, I think I've sorted it. If I don't get to it, I'll move it to Thursday or Friday. That's fine. Oh, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna turn you off for a bit. Hey, so I just got home basically. I want to tell you earlier, I have to tell you that at my school doing, the Department of Education has now made it mandatory for us to have an extra 5 hours over the term for extra RFF. So we were told we could do it half an hour per week or an hour sessions instead, or increments. Our school did an hour because half an hour was just a waste of time. By the time we'll come to the office or whatever, it's over. So I'm doing an hour. And because of the staff shortage in Australia, it would be really difficult to find extra teachers to cover that RFF. So they've got an external program called Futures, I think, Fit Futures, and they're actually qualified teachers who are teaching sport. They take our class for an hour, and then we go to do RFF, which is, I had to say for the first time, and it was so nice to have that extra hour. I haven't had my 2 hours yet, so that would be even better. That felt really good. But this afternoon I had lunch duty, so I couldn't talk to you then. And then I had saw lots of my old kids at lunchtime, and I think recess too. Made my heart so happy. They're so beautiful. I miss them so much already. And then after school I meant to meet my AP for a quick second for something, but she wasn't there, so anyway, that's alright. I ended up finding, I had another meeting with 2 of my co-workers who I had to, one with my friend, to organise our science program. We're using quizzes in my school, but I have no idea, like I did it last year, but I never knew how to use it properly. I never got taught or shown properly. So I was fine using it, but to program it's like a whole different story. So my friend was thankfully more knowledgeable. So, oh sorry, the line's a bit bad. But anyway, she showed me how to do it, she explained it through it, explained that we allocated a few lessons, and I think it's manageable. So I'm gonna get that done tonight. It's already 5:30, 5:20. I'm so hot today. I wanna come home now, have a shower. I've gotta fix my blister. Got a big blister on my hand. I'm gonna cut the skin off and bathe it. It's pretty bad. So I wanna do that, have some food quickly, and then I wanna do some science work. Just to hello my babies. They're so cute. I miss them so much while I'm at work. And tomorrow is Thursday. I've got things planned at school for them. I just haven't written my timetable yet because things are just taking longer than I thought and anticipated. So things are just getting moved down the list. And I kind of add things throughout the moment because something comes up, I go, yeah, let's do it, make it a teaching moment. So that's why I write down everything. Everything I've changed or adding or doing, I'm writing it down so I remember. We did a lesson today on a little activity on the secret code. Last year I swear I did it and I had no real problems, but this year I did it and they just, like, it was just not good. Like I was helping them with it and it was just not worth it. So I've scrapped that for next time. I'm not going to do that next year if I'm a new one. There's other things I can do that are better than that and easier. So I'm hot, I'm hungry. I need to get to bed earlier tonight, so I want to get this stuff done. And I'll have dinner and then hopefully relax a little bit. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I really want to relax. And then I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. Catch you later. Hey everyone, today is Thursday. It is the 2nd of February 2023. It is my second full day with my kids. Well, yesterday was actually, I didn't have them for an hour, but today's my actual full day with them the whole day. So this morning I had time to talk to you, but I didn't feel, I just felt a bit like flat, not the greatest, so I just left it. I got here like 7:50, which is, that's like a good time, like it's nearly an hour before the kids come, which is nice. So today we've done Tutor Chance Revision, which is like those little sound cards, like this, and on the back is the sounds. So we go Milo monkey, Milo monkey, Milo monkey, 3 times for each. And I was just revising the kindergarten sounds, like early stage 1 sounds, because I haven't learnt stage 1 yet. So we did that. We had to give the kids like pick stick, so they had to decorate half of it, so I can't tell who's who, and the name's on the other side, so it's anonymous. I can never say that word. Anonymous. I don't know. That's right. They did that, part of the whole school new PACS behaviour system. Then we made our PBL PACS promises. So you have to look at these papers. I'll show you what they look like. This is one example. There's 4 of these. So see more, hear more. There's like see less, hear less, and there's like do less, feel less. Oh, and then do more, feel more. And then I had to write down what we want to see for each of those dot points. And the kids were really, I feel like, disengaged. Like they really kind of like, they got short attention spans. I missed my year 1s where they're like, they can go longer. My last class was really good like that. This class is not as good. They get really distracted, they zone out, they can't sit still. So I'm trying to give them lots of brain breaks and stuff, keep stuff nice and short, but that needed to be done, and it wasn't the greatest. I had to give them most of the ideas because I didn't know what to say. So yeah, that was a bit of a challenge, but we did it. And then after recess, we discussed our different types of bins in our classroom. We have 3 bins, 1 recycling, 1 normal, and 1 for the umbrellas and raincoats when it's wet weather. Yes, they need to explain what they are because they don't know what they are, and I still have kids putting tissues into recycling bins. So as soon as I saw that, I told them the right way, and also some kids were putting their tissues, leaving it on the bench. So I'm like, that's disgusting. So I went through that with them, showing the pictures of each bin and what goes in them, in each one of them. And then we did a find someone poo sheet. Looks like this. I gave this to my class last year. I really reckon I did, and I feel like this class is just, everything I give them is just like so hard for them. I do it with them, I say that, I say go ask someone, and then some kids, I can't do it, but they're capable, so they can do it. Like last year they were fine, like they are quite high at other stuff like reading and writing, but I don't know what it is. I guess the start of the year, you know, there's holidays, it's different routine. Hopefully it gets better. Then we went through, I told them my attention getter, my doorbell. This is the sound I've got. The new doorbell I've got. And yesterday, it's funny enough, we've got a new doorbell, sorry, new spell for our school. It's less aggressive than the last one. It's to help kids with trauma, because apparently the sound was previously wasn't good for kids that suffered trauma. So I'm pretty sure my new doorbell and the new school one, I'm pretty sure it's the same. Because we're at lunch at eating time, and all of a sudden my kids, the bell had gone for playtime. And the kids were like this, hands on heads, and they were looking at me, and I turned around and I go, oh, that's the playtime bell girls. That's the playtime bell girls. That wasn't me. It was just funny. So I'm pretty sure it's the same, if not really similar. And then we were doing went through the doorbell excitation, so they need to stop, look and listen, hands on heads, both hands. And then we went through a wrinkled heart. So we watched a video about a wrinkled heart, and I gave each student a wrinkled, like a piece of paper with a heart, and had like a little thing and message in the middle, and we said nasty things, and then we had to fold it each time, and at the end it was all wrinkled. We tried unfolding it and make it perfect again, but we couldn't because we can never forget unkind words. It always affects us, and if we say sorry, it still has we still remember it for a while, and then it does affect us in the long term. So I was trying to teach them that we say nice words only, and yeah. So I had one girl literally, we're doing it as a class, and I look at her and she goes, I know what to do. And we're at the end of the lesson. I'm like, you need to fold it the whole time. She folded it once the whole time. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, we're doing it together. I'm doing it with you. I'm showing you. I don't know how much more I can help you. Like, anyway, so did that. And then we're doing now a good friend craft. So I haven't got one on me, but I gave them a flower and they have to write what a good friend is in each petal. They're going to colour it and then fold it as a little craft. They even struggled to tell me those kind of things, like what makes a good friend. So again, I gave them ideas and they told me yes or no. I wrote them down, they copied me, and then they're going to colour it and cut it out. I haven't seen them cut yet, so I'm very interested to see that. That should be interesting. Then we'll have some spare time after that to do, not sure what. That was supposed to go to in the afternoon session, but we had some spare time, so we did that instead. I printed off my names, my kids' names instead, because I'm really against name tags. I hate them on tables. At least you were forced to have this other thing on tables, which I'm not happy about, but whatever. I don't like name tags. Like, I always get messy and dirty, and I hate them. And the kids don't really use them. But this class, some kids that don't know how to write their names. So I just printed a piece of paper. I can't show you because obviously it's a name. But yeah, so I've just printed it so that when they write their name on the paper, they at least can look at it. I might get name tags eventually. I'm just not really convinced by them. I've had them on a chair before, and again, they were covered most of the time because I was sitting in the chair. But overall, yeah. Right now I'm gonna eat my lunch. It's nearly bell time. And like, now. I've got about 5 minutes to scoff my food down though. If I don't finish, it's okay because they're still colouring it, it's fine. Yeah, so what else? I've got some labels to cut out. I might just do that. And then tomorrow, tomorrow's Friday. I've got RFF in the middle session, which I'm really excited about because it just gives you like a time to like breathe when you're at school. I'm meant to have a meeting today actually at lunchtime I'm helping a teacher or 2 co-workers with their digital programming. I love helping people with that. I love sharing my knowledge, but I don't want anyone thinking I'm an expert because I'm not. But I love helping where I can. But she ended up going home because her daughter was sick at school. So I don't want to have a meeting with her. But you go in the staff room, it's like this person wants to talk to you, this person wants to talk to you. It's like, I gotta go. But I'm like, she wasn't here anyway, so that's alright. I'm gonna leave you, the bell's going. I'm gonna quickly eat and get my kids, and then we'll have afternoon. See you later. Hey everyone, so today is Friday, is the 3rd of February, is my second full day with my kids, I think. Oh, sorry, not full day. So I've got RFF for the middle session for 2 hours. So yesterday afternoon I meant to have a meeting with the other person at lunchtime, but again she went home sick for her daughter. And then I had an afternoon, my friend came in to me and we were talking for like a while, and then I was doing some other stuff, and then another co-worker came in, she's a new co-worker, came in and asked me how I organised my stuff for literacy. So I was showing her a little tour, and I was here till 5, but I got to take away the talking with her and talking to my friend for that. And then I was just doing like random stuff, looking at my slide. I put my sit spots down because the kids cannot sit in the right spot. I told them they can choose one spot and stay in it, but they keep moving around. I just forget apparently. So I put them down and say I'll go into their spots. I'll choose a spot. It's not working for them, I'll move them. Right now it's 8:37. The bell goes in 3 minutes. I will run to the bathroom, go some photocopying, printing, and then we're gonna talk about hand signals, like non-verbal ones. So like toilet is like, toilet's like this, pencil, which I don't really use. Actually, no, pencil's not on there, I'll delete that. We've got drink water, tissue, restroom. We've got question, which is obviously hand up. Drink water, this one, tissue, restroom, bathroom, question, hand up, yes, wait, no. Because when one person asks for the bathroom, they all want to do it. One wants to go get a drink, they all want to do it, so it's time for this. Then they're going to do our rug rules. I'm allowing kids to sit with their legs out. I haven't told them that though, but I haven't told them not to sit like that. I remind them for 5 hours, and if they do the other way, eventually I just let it go, because it's hard for some kids to sit on their legs crossed. I find it hard to do that. And then they're going to glue the pieces on to the right number. Then we're going to do, is it tattling or reporting? I'll breathe into them, I'll cut them out and glue on the right side. And then we're going to do a classroom scavenger hunt. We're going to find the stuff in the classroom and write how many there are with tally marks. And that's about it for the morning, I think. That's how we go. And then I'll have recess and then RFF, and then after lunch I'm going to teach them how we do Fun Friday in this classroom. I'll go to the toilet. See you later. Hey, so it's now 4:13 on the Friday afternoon. I've closed my blinds, the aircon's still on. I just noticed the poster has fallen down nearly. So this afternoon I'm going to go to my friend's classroom and talk to her about, I'm seeing her tomorrow anyway for Foam Fest, so that's okay. I'll let her know. I had another teacher in here showing her how to do my books in here, and then I had a parent to talk to, and then I had started to organise my students' resources. It's interesting what parents do, that they don't fully listen to our list, like they'll miss stuff or don't give us enough, or I don't know, just some people just give us tissues and then they don't give us actually kids stationery. Some kids have like 3 pencil cases, some have none. It's just so like everywhere. It's interesting. I wish our school had just supplied it and my parents had to pay for money and every kid had the same thing. That'd be so good and good for equality, because some kids can't afford stuff and it's embarrassing, and I think it take away a lot of issues. Anyway, that's a little problem in the world of education. There's much larger issues. So it's now this late. I've been here way too late every day. I'm sick of it. I'm tired. I want to go home. I want to go home. I'm going to go home. So my room's looking really clean. We had Fun Friday for the first time this afternoon. I taught them how to do it, or show them what stuff they can use and what they can't. They can basically use all the toys in the kitchen area. They've got 2 kitchens. I only give them like 5 minutes to pack up because I end up getting sidetracked. And I was so impressed. Like, the classroom looks amazing and they did such a great job. I got all dojo points. So impressed. I told them they're amazing. And I couldn't believe it. Like, they just came from kindergarten, they had holidays, and I just couldn't believe, like, where they'd been this week. I was like, you know, I can see potential, but I haven't seen much of it in terms of that. But like, when it came to cleaning up, I put the song on and I just couldn't believe it. Like, I barely had to help them and I was so impressed. And before we started, I told them clear expectations of like sharing, being kind, respectful for my toys. You know, if you break them, they're gone, I don't replace them, they're all mine. I don't have to give you Fun Friday if I don't want to. I don't. If someone's, you know, share your toys, what else? Respect them, yeah. And then like, if there's 2 people in the kitchen area, go find something else to do. If you finish with the activity and you want to go do something else, you need to pack it up and put it away before you go. Just very clear expectations, and I was amazed. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned, or at least enjoyed, or gotten something from this. I love watching these videos so much. I hope you have a great weekend, or whenever you're watching this, have a great week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!